This is Hannibal back here from thehannibaltv.com. Just Backlash event Sunday. Apparently, the Wyatt 6 has been revealed through various WWE codes. They did a campaign similar to this White Rabbit campaign that people liked, and PW Insider has looked up the meaning of the codes and found that the people involved consist of Bo Dallas, Dexter Loomis, Joe Gracie, Eric Rowan, and Nikki Cross. Bo Dallas, who there's a bunch of interview clips with on this channel. It's Bray Wyatt's brother. You could check up the link of him talking about Bray Wyatt in the description of this video. He seems like a nice guy. Very cheesy gimmick, but people seem to like it. The same people that like the Bray Wyatt gimmick like the Uncle Howdy gimmick. He botched the finish to the one match he had at Royal Rumble, not this year, but the year before. He completely missed. So as far and he did wrestle in WWE before and didn't get over. And he's done nothing notable since other than the Uncle Howdy gimmick. Obviously, they're gonna with the death of Bray Wyatt and everything, people are gonna give it another chance. Let's look at some of the other people. Dexter Loomis, supposedly he hasn't really been used in about a year. Joe Gacy, never heard of him. Eric Rowan, he's pretty much done almost nothing since WWE. I like him. I was surprised AEW they only used him for that Brody Lee tribute show with all I think AEW really doesn't like big wrestlers. Because Eric Rowan, I mean, I don't know why he wasn't used in AEW, and apparently Nikki Cross with that had that horrible superhero gimmick is going to be involved in this stable. Matt Hardy had hinted he wanted to be involved in the stable, but he's been appearing in TNA recently. TNA has some sort of connection with Endeavor as they stream their pay-per-views on Endeavor streaming services, but I mean, I would rather see Matt Hardy in this group, for instance, than Nikki Cross, Dexter Loomis, or Joe Gracie. I know you got to have Bo Dallas in there because he's the brother. Who knows if he'll be Uncle Howdy again? It's unknown if any of these people will have the same gimmicks. Although it seems like the Uncle Howdy botch is long forgotten. 74-year-old Jerry Lawler, who had a stroke in February 2023 and a famous heart attack at the Raw in Montreal years ago, is recovering well overall from his stroke, he said recently. He needs a knee replacement, and he's still having some minor difficulties, but things are coming around. I have seen some videos of him doing Memphis-related news interviews lately, and he looks healthy. I've met him a bunch of times, as I said in one of my recent. I've done a bunch of book entries lately for my draft book, and I did two recently. I'll just put up the graphics talking about all these friggin' wrestlers I've worked with, and it's going to go on to three. I've been trying to keep it as short as possible of me talking about all the famous wrestlers I've had interactions with, and I did not realize how many there were. Still have to do another entry on it. WrestleMania, the reason why apparently it was supposed to be in Minneapolis. Under the Vince McMahon era, it was going to be in Minneapolis, but it's the new regime TKO that's based in Vegas that wanted it in Vegas, and apparently they got some type of good deal for having it in Vegas Easter weekend because that's usually a bad weekend in Vegas, as I previously stated. So the TKO management, according to reports, did not want WrestleMania in Minnesota. However, they're open to having another um, WWE premium live event in Minnesota. So there you go. Please give this video a thumbs up.